Hello everybody and welcome back to our Chia edition of our channel, and we can see the price for the Chia coin is closing in on the $600 resistance line. We will see if it holds, and that will determine how the network growth will look like over the next few weeks, where the coin price actually ends up. We managed to set our farm up now so that we have plotting running and reasonable response times for both of our farms. You can see we just had a filter passed, of course no proof. Our chance of winning is combined 59 years and 15 years, which should give us a 74 year. No, it gives us a 12 year. Oh yeah, so the probabilities don't add up, they complement each other. But you can see we have reasonable response times now on both of our farms, and no matter how many plotters we will have in the background running, they will not impact the farming. So we have reached a state now where we can actually start getting more and more parallel plotters into action if we want to. There is a problem though. I have made some calculation about the sustainability of the Chia network farming as it is at the moment, and unfortunately that doesn't look too good. I can't start the slide with the F because it is also a key on my OBS Studio. So the four pillars of Chia's profitability are the coin price, the chance of winning, the daily growth of the total network, and the depreciation of the mining equipment. So the coin price itself is on a downward trajectory, as you could see in the opening browser page. So we are closing in on the $600 mark now, and that is partly because of the high cost of the mining operation. So people will try to recover their costs, or have to try to recover their costs, because they are substantial. So they need to sell the coins, and is further exacerbated by IOUs, which are in the market from unofficial exchanges. And those IOUs favor short selling, because if I sell Chia today in the expectation that I can buy them back tomorrow for less, then that makes me a profit if I borrow Chias. And an IOU in Chias is nothing else but somebody who borrows Chia and has to return them at a certain time. So this puts more downward pressure on the on the course, on the price of the coins. And the high volume of pre-printed coins, of course, is a sword of Damocles, because we can't see into the future, and that means we don't know if everything will be going according to plan. And there is a huge stack of coins, and we don't know how those coins will be handled. It could be all going well, and it could all go downhill. So given that uncertainty, it is more likely that you're not holding your Chia coins on a indefinite expectation scale, but still always have in mind that you are basically sitting on a bunch of bits which are completely worthless within hours if you are unlucky. So the chance of winning is 9,216 coins per day. That equals 930,816 terabytes in 101 terablocks, and we have 1.2 million tera growth per day at the moment, and 9.2 million tera have been printed until yesterday, or until this morning. So at the moment the growth per day is round about 12,000 blocks. Those 12,000 blocks equal 1,210 terabyte disks. Each disk is $130, so that is $169,000 per day. We divide this, or the shoulders to carry those costs are the 9,216 coins, and that gives each coin $18.34 to carry on its shoulder. $800 is the price for the coin yesterday, so that is a net gain, as you can see. But of course that is not the net gain for everybody, and you have to take into account the other costs, which I have estimated at around $50 per day. So the actual cost of printing 40 plots per day is round about $50. So to match your costs, you have to achieve over $50 a day if you're printing 40 terabytes per day, 40 plots per day. And that is, I have estimated that it is round about $3 per day for the SSDs, $1.5 for electricity, depreciation $2.30 for your $1,000 equipment. I have taken into account a year-long lifespan, and the expansion is 90 cents per day. But what really hits home is that you need $300 replacement per week. If you plot 40 plots per day, your replacement costs for the hard disks are $300 per week, and that is $43 per day. So we end up with $50 per day costs, which the individual has to carry. So we see that is still, if each of us would win, then that would be a nice ratio. But of course we can't all win. So some people will win. For them it is worth investing more. But what about the rest of us? So we have a 14% of cost for the network rise per day at the moment. So standing today, the network rising cost is $18.34 per coin. So that is only what has been burned today. So yes, from yesterday to today. So the 12,000 the 1,200 hard disks have gone. They are not there anymore. And this is $18.34 per coin. If the 14% growth will continue, then we have $36 next week, $72 in 2 weeks' time, $144 in 3 weeks' time, $288 in 4 weeks' time, $576 in 5 weeks' time, and $1,100 in 6 weeks' times, where we will print 576 exabytes per day. I can hear you say, oh yeah, that is ridiculous. We will not see this growth over the next 6 weeks. I can assure you we have exactly seen the growth over the last 6 weeks. And having seen the past, I don't see anything which will put an end to it. And even if there is a slow in growth, I don't think hard disk prices will stay the same. So you will have a hard time getting any disks in 2 weeks' time, not to speak about the price per terabyte. I don't see it going down, but what I do see is I do see the price of the Chia coin going down to the $600 marks and possibly below, because of the downward pressure on the price. So I personally don't see much of a perspective for huge gains over the next few weeks if the Chia team doesn't come up with a good solution. And even the pooling doesn't help anymore, because the price for the network to maintain is getting higher and higher and higher. So you need ever more hard disk capacity to maintain the network. And that increases the price, as we are paying per terabyte and the number of coins is fixed. So each coin can only carry a certain burden, and the only thing I see they can come up with is increase the kind of reward for the farmers, because otherwise farming will just become unsustainable in a few weeks' time, and no matter how big you are, you will lose out. There's no way you can dodge that. There's no way. It isn't working because the network is just growing too fast. Okay, that was it for the second one for today. I hope it was a little bit, or I hope it was informative. So you see, we are printing just the test print still on the SAS disk without any SSDs. So our depreciation is much less than the ones with and we're hitting a past filter from time to time. Unfortunately, we don't hit any Chias, and I can't see why. We already have 5 plots. We should be winning all the time. Yeah, so that is good, but you see our main goal to have a system which is ultra responsive and able to plot, and no matter how many plotters we put in the system, they will not have a huge impact because they will not communicate with the farmers. Only the harvesters will communicate with the farmers. All the copying and printing will be done in the background so that none of the farmers is actually impacted. And also we have two fully fledged nodes running without interfering with each other. And that is exactly what we wanted, so that if one has a downtime for whatever reason, the other one can step in. And that is, what we wanted to achieve, and we did it. And we did it with $0 investment. So basically we were very true to the philosophy of Chia. We only used our surplus equipment. Okay, I thank you very much for listening, and I am looking forward to hearing your thoughts about my numbers, and I would very much appreciate if you could send us an email or leave a comment. And please like and subscribe, and we will keep you posted about our endeavor to set up the 10 gig network and connect the ICSI temporary storage. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Have a very beautiful Sunday, and see you all again. Thank you.